So you know what? Why don't we just jump into a live example here?
But yes, I would be open to it, yes.
Awesome, awesome, man. Go ahead and give me a call back when you get a chance and we can discuss it a little further. Are you tired of heading to the thrift stores just to walk in there and see the crazy high prices that they have on their items? Or maybe garage sale season is not happening right now and you have a lot of downtime, or you just don't know where else to turn to get new inventory for your eBay business? I want to talk to you about a strategy that you can start using in your eBay business to line up some private picks. And in most cases, you can be the first and only person to get to these private picks. So you have all this stuff to pick from before anyone else ever sees them. Now, this has something to do with a prior business that I was part of before I got into eBay. I have tried this strategy for myself, so I know that it does work. So I want to share that strategy with you today. Hopefully it can help you pick up some new inventory. Also, if you're new to the channel, my wife and I started an eBay business about 7 months ago. We quickly failed that business because we didn't set it up the right way. We actually had to go back to the drawing board and start completely from ground zero. We're documenting this entire series. I'll go ahead and link the playlist right up here. So if you want to go back to the first video and start from the very beginning to get caught up. But I do have some updates for you as far as that bank account goes. So I want to go ahead and share that with you today as well. And also we have some sales going out today, which is going to free up a little bit of cash for us to be able to source for some new items. And then also I created a little spreadsheet or a document that I wrote out kind of to track our sales, give ourselves some really big goals for the month. Maybe you can share what you do in your business that can help me out, because this is just a really simple document that I created. So I'm going to share with you what I do. And again, maybe you can give me some feedback to help me out as far as what you do in your business. So let's go ahead and jump into it so I can go ahead and get you updated on everything that's going on. So let's go ahead and start off with some items that sold. Poshmark and eBay actually did really good for us this week. Mercari, we had 0 sales, so Mercari didn't do so good. We're gonna start off with Poshmark because on eBay, 2 of the items that sold are actually adding to our bank account in that $26 budget series. So we'll do that one last so I can show you what sold there. So starting off with Poshmark, if you remember the North Face pants that we bought maybe 3 weeks ago at Savers, we bought them with those cool pants that pretty much sold overnight. These North Face pants ended up selling here on Poshmark. They ended up selling for $26 plus shipping. So it looks like after all fees, they're bringing us in a total of $20.80 in profit. The next 2 items were actually free pickups that we did. So I'll just breeze through these real quick. The first one was this flannel here. It sold for a total of $6. So it looks like we're making $3.05 in profit. Item number 2 is this Express shirt. Again, these 2 items, they're not bringing in huge profit, but they are items that we're trying to clear out of our store to remove all this kind of stuff because they were free and they don't have a high sales price. This one right here sold for $8 plus shipping, bringing us in a total of $5.05 in profit. And then this jersey right here, if you remember a couple months back, I bought a couple of jerseys off of Whatnot from Sunny Las Vegas's auction. This is the last one that we have. This one sold for $26 plus shipping here on Poshmark for a total of $18.78 in profit. And then this item right here took about 4 or 5 months to sell. We actually bought it at a yard sale for $1. It ended up selling for $17 plus shipping. So we made a total of $11.58 in profit. And then moving on to eBay, there are 7 items that I want to go over with you real quick. First on the list here is this random dress that we picked up for free. It sold for $13.94, bringing us in a total of $6.09 after fees. And part of that same free pickup was this MLS bottle opener. This one sold for $14 plus shipping, bringing us in $7.56 after fees. And the last of the free pickups was this ladies blazer. This one actually sold internationally to someone in the UK. This sold for $25.58 plus shipping, bringing us in a total of $13.15 in profit. These next 3 items we actually paid for. 2 of these you're probably going to remember from my last video, I think, or the one before that. The first one that sold is this pair of Carhartt jeans. We picked these up at Savers for $4.06. These took 1 month to sell. Including shipping, they sold for $38.95, which brought us in a total of $20.67. Which brings us to the last 2 items. These two items are adding to our $26 budget, which I'm excited about. The number one item is this pair of Oakley sunglasses that we picked up at Savers. We paid a total of $7.99. These also took 1 month to sell. With shipping included, they sold for $42.49, which brought us in a total profit of $23.82. That total profit of $23.82 is going into our account, which I am going to show you what that amount is up to after this next item here. So this last item is actually something that's been selling really good for us. If you remember, we picked up that pack of Beyblades. This is the third one that is going out for us. We picked up that whole lot for $3.59, so we already made our money back on this set here. With shipping included, this one sold for $22.35, which brings us in a total profit of $10.66. So taking out the original $7.99 that we paid for the Oakley sunglasses and the $3.59 that we paid for the pack of Beyblades, the profit that we're making on this is $34.48, which is going into that account, which brings our new savings account for our eBay business to $59.01. I know it seems like that account is just inching forward. It's not growing at a huge amount, but we are increasing it, which is a good thing. And keep in mind, the only thing going into this account is a profit that we make from these items. We're taking that original cost and going over and picking up new items to flip on eBay. Okay, so let's talk about this strategy. So long before I got into reselling, this was back in like 2017 to 2018. I was actually in real estate. What I used to do is I used to drive around and look for abandoned houses that had boarded up windows and were just, overgrown weeds in really bad condition, houses that were obviously vacant. What I used to do is I used to contact the owners. I used to get these properties under contract. And then what I did is I got that contract and I essentially sold it to someone that was going to fix and flip the house. So it's kind of like these people that you see on TV that go into these houses, they renovate them and they resell them on the market. I was kind of the middleman there, so I used to get the houses from the owner and then flip them to the contractors who would actually fix them up and resell them. And when these contractors took over the houses, they would still be filled with stuff from junk, furniture, antiques, electronics, just anything you can think of that people just used to leave behind. Because you got to think about it, a lot of these people were foreclosed on, or they just got kicked out of the house, so they had to leave everything behind. So a lot of times they'll just be filled with stuff, and the contractors would come in there with these big garbage containers and just throw everything in there, throw it away so they can just go ahead and start fixing up the house. Because when it comes to real estate, time is money. They don't have time to be going in there and searching through all this stuff. So they just cleared it all out and threw it into garbage containers. So something that kind of clicked in my mind once I got into reselling, I was kind of thinking how I can still get access to these houses without being in real estate. So what I did is I started contacting these fix and flippers and these contractors, and I offered them to go into these houses and kind of pick through these items. And in return, I would either give them a percentage of the sales, or you can just kind of offer them a flat fee for whatever you find. There's no wrong or right way to do this. It's kind of what works for you and what you and the contractor could come up with. So there's a few ways on finding these people. You can either look for like these signs that are on the side of the road that say like "We buy houses," or you can just go onto Google and search "We buy houses" followed by whatever city you're in. So you know what? Why don't we just jump into a live example here? Let me go ahead and show you exactly how I do it. So we're gonna go ahead and search and call somebody right now and kind of show you how I go over this. So let's just go ahead and search it. I've already done everybody in my city, so we're just gonna go to a nearby city here. So let's go ahead and go to We Buy Houses Las Cruces, which is a neighboring city here. And we'll just go ahead and scroll through here and see what we find. So let's just go ahead and click on this one right here, Sell My House Fast. Usually they have a phone number. We'll go ahead and call the number here. Let's hope that they answer. So let's put this on speaker, make sure you guys can hear it as well. Let me get this up a little closer here.
Hello?
Hey, how's it going?
Good, how you doing?
Good, good. Hey, my name is Gabe. I ran across one of your ads. You buy houses in Las Cruces?
Yeah, I do.
Hey, man, I just had a kind of a weird, just wanted to bring something up to you here. I know it's kind of out of the blue, but I used to be a wholesaler out in California. And I'm not in the business anymore, but I'm always coming across abandoned properties when I'm out driving around and stuff. So I figured I'm trying to make some connections here. Would you be open to me maybe sending you some properties that are vacant, kind of like a bird dog type of thing?
Sure, man. Absolutely.
So one other thing I wanted to shoot by you is I buy and resell stuff online. And one of the things I was hoping to get out of it is once I shoot you over these houses, I know a lot of times they have, a bunch of junk in there and like stuff that people leave behind. Would
Yep.
would you be open to me going through there and kind of like searching through the things that you don't want or helping you, clear this stuff out before you throw everything out?
Yeah, I would, man. Hey, I've got your number. I'm sorry, something just popped up. Can I call you back? But yes, I would be open to it, yes.
Awesome, man. Go ahead and give me a call back when you get a chance and we can discuss it a little
All
further.
right, Dave. Hey, thank you.
All right, thanks, man. Bye. All right, so there you go right there. I kind of threw in some other lingo if you noticed there. So I used to be a wholesaler. You don't have to throw that in, but if you want to use it, you could. Or you can just say, I'm a reseller. I'm looking for items, shoot me over, a property that you're working on and I'll give you a flat fee for whatever you find. So just get creative with it. Again, there's no right or wrong way to do this. That's just one example of a way that you can do it. But this definitely works. I don't know if he just wanted to get off the phone or if he's actually going to call me back. But you can see that's the very first person I called and he said he was open to it. So this definitely works. Use this in your business and I guarantee you that you'll get some picks. Like I said, I tried this out and the very first person I called here in my city, he was open to it and we went over there and picked up a few items. So I'm big on action and I want to see which one of you guys is actually going to take action and do this for yourself as well. So do this and let me know the results down in the comments and let me know which one of you actually took action. I know it's a little scary, but just build it up, start calling more and more people and you'll get in the flow of doing this. But that's just something I wanted to share with you and I hope it helps you in your business. Okay, so here's that sheet that I was telling you about that I created. This is kind of just gonna keep us on track and help us know exactly what's going on in our business. So what I did is I broke it down into weeks and I made a goal of total 50 sales per week, which equals just about 7 total sales per day. And we're not even getting close to that right now. We're only averaging about 2 sales a day. We have a total net profit goal of $750 for that week, which is going to bring us to a total of $3,000 per month in net profit, which is what the goal is that we're shooting for every single month. Now I know I'm shooting really high as far as numbers go for like total sales per day and the net profit per month, but I do have some big goals that I know we can hit as long as we stay consistent and stick to the game plan. The reason why these numbers are so low right now is because honestly, we haven't had the budget that we wanted to go sourcing. And to be real with you, we've only been sourcing maybe 2 or 3 times this month, which is not where we want to be. We want to get to a point where we can go every single day to thrift stores, private picks, yard sales on the weekends and stuff like that. I know we're gonna work our way up to that. So the numbers that you see here, week number 1, 11 sales, week number 2, 14, week 3, 12, and week 4, 14 total sales. Keep in mind that these numbers are only us sourcing maybe 2 or 3 times a month. So this just gives us an idea of what we need to do to scale up to get to those 50 total sales per week. So even though our goal is really huge, this at least gives us a blueprint on where we need to be at. Now I'm all about growth and moving forward. So I don't get all sad and discouraged when I look at these numbers and how far off I am from these goals. I kind of use this as motivation to up my game and see where we need to be at. And honestly, I'm all about sharing our experiences on where we're at right now. I know a lot of people share long after they've been through the process and kind of share what they did to get where they're at, if that makes sense. But I'd rather share with you exactly where we're at right now in the process, because I know months and years from now, we're gonna look back at these videos and our numbers and just see how far we've come in the whole process. So I don't have any shame or embarrassed about sharing where we're at in the process currently right now. Like I said, it's all about growth and getting better at our craft. So I'm gonna continue to share these numbers with you as we move forward. Maybe I'll do it just as a post on our Instagram. If you're not following us, make sure you check out our Instagram down here. I'm always posting like behind the scenes stuff and just daily updates.